Hey everyone, welcome to episode 2 of I Didn't Do a Podcast. Today we'll be talking about motherhood. I'm your host Tamia, and I'm joined by a lovely guest, my mother. How you doing, Ma?
Hello, everyone.
Hi. How you doing?
I'm all right. How about yourself?
I'm doing all right. Besides my foot, I'm doing all right.
I'm sorry, besides what?
My foot.
Okay.
Little backstory: if you're not following my Instagram page, because I definitely recommend that y'all follow my Instagram. I didn't do a podcast. I messed up my foot. I got hit with a one stab right on my big toe, and it's messed up. Not pretty sure what happened to it. When I got it seen the first time, they said it's possibly a fracture, but they don't even know. They said to go see a foot specialist. So yeah, I just know my foot is messed up.
She'll be all right.
Yeah, but it doesn't hurt no more, so I'm good. I'm good. But how's life going? I know that's my little life update as far as my foot, but
Oh, regular schmegular life is life, and going to work, trying to make
it's working.
that money.
Yes,
That's all.
it is. All right.
Keeping it positive. That's all.
Yes,
That's all.
absolutely. So we're just gonna go right into the main discussion as far as motherhood. The first question I got for you was, what made you want to be a mother?
Um, I didn't plan out being a mother, but I just said that someday I would like to have children. At one point, I said I thought I was going to just have one, but I like children. I love children, I should say. So, I always knew that I would have at least one.
At least one.
At least one.
Which one you was hoping for, a boy or a girl?
Um, I don't know if I had a preference at the beginning, to be honest with you.
Mm-hmm.
And then after I had the first one, then I wanted the opposite sex. But that's
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's a lot of people.
It's probably, but I know some people say, no, I just want boys, or I don't want any girl. So
And it's funny because and it also depends on as far as culture wise, because some cultures be like, oh, boys are good luck, and then some cultures be like, girls is good luck. So that's why some people want a lot of girls, or some people want a lot of boys, as far as it brings luck to their family. But yeah, I feel like I'll be the same way as far as I'll be happy with either or on my first. The next question I got for you is, when did you have your first child?
I was 20. Yeah, I was 20.
And the next question to follow up after that is, if you could go back in time and change when you had your first, would you or would you not?
No, I believe that I had them at a good time because I'm older now and my kids are older and I'm still young enough to enjoy to enjoy, be able to travel and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
I had them at a good age.
And next question I have after that is, how many kids do you have?
5. Yeah.
Four
4 boys, 1 girl.
And the only girl.
That's sorry.
What made you have that many kids?
I mean, I didn't set out to have that many kids. But I didn't prevent it either. So, but I didn't put a specific number on it. But after I had my last one, I definitely said I wasn't having any more, and I meant that. So,
yeah. What made you set that limit as far as why wouldn't you have any more?
Because after I had the last one, I was like, okay, enough is enough. Okay, yeah. First of all, I didn't want to go through that pain no more. I think I went through I went through it enough because when I was actually in labor with Jeremiah, I was like, I'm not doing this no more. I hit my limit, like for real, with the pain.
As far as with all your kids, did all of them have that same amount of pain? Like, was more painful than the other? Did some even had no pain at all? Because I know all pregnancies are different.
There was definitely pain with all of them.
Okay.
But the labor itself wasn't the same. Two of my two of my pregnancies lasted about 24 hours. Hmm.
Mm.
Um, my my first and my fourth lasted the longest. Yes. The third one was the easiest. Trevor came out, boop, he was out. Yeah. So yeah.
Mm. Okay. Yeah,
Hmm.
because I know a lot of people tend to
And wait, I'm
highlight.
sorry, not to
Yeah.
interrupt you, but I know people have this. People say the more children you have, the easier it gets. That's a myth.
Yeah.
That is a total myth. Because that is not true.
Just like everybody's body is different, as far as some people don't have pain, and not even just far as everybody's body is different, it's also every pregnancy itself
Mhm,
is different.
mhm.
And it's funny how you said, as far as people say the more kids you have, the less pain it is. It's not like it's a you get used to it type of thing. As far as it's just all different pregnancies, all different
You
types of
just
levels. It's everything is different. Some pregnancies are good pregnancies. Some of them have sadly some issues. Some it's just all different. It's not going to be the same. It's never going to be the same.
no, it really isn't. It just depends on your body. And
Yeah.
then, even though they say, oh, walk as much as you can, and it may help, it may not help. It just depends. I will
Yeah, and no matter how much you prepare for it, you can't always.
predict
Yeah, you can't
nothing.
predict stuff that happens. You cannot. No matter how much you prepare for it, you're always not prepared. There's always this unexpected twist. Something happens, or something you end up just learning. As far as you've done all this research, but something you always learn because it's something new. It's always something new because, like I said, every pregnancy is different, so you always learn something new out of it. Another question I have is, do you did you breastfeed?
I did. I didn't breastfeed the first two. I didn't breastfeed the first two. My last three, I did breastfeed, and that was something. That I mean, it was a different experience for each one of them.
Mhm.
The easiest one was the first one, but second one, Tamia, you, was very painful, very uncomfortable. It
Yeah,
didn't last for so
staying
long.
hungry.
Yeah, yeah. So I had different experience with each. It's different experience with all of your children. So, but
And as well as to back that up, as far as another follow up question I have is, have you seen, like, as far as the difference regarding breastfeeding, as far as just how your kids develop? Like, because some people say, oh, it's more better for the baby as far as breastfeeding because it's more natural in a way. But some people or
I,
can't even breastfeed because as far as can produce milk, or some kids are even not kids, but some babies are even allergic to the breast milk. So they have to go on formula. So I'm like, have you seen as far as benefits with the kids that were breastfed versus the ones that weren't, or it was more like the same?
as far as development wise, I don't think I didn't see too much of a difference as far as um like your growth or anything. What I did notice is that the last three that I breastfed, as far as their attachment to me, like when they were younger, just really attached to me, basically.
Hmm.
Um, but yeah, that's the difference that I've seen with all five of my kids as far as with the breastfeeding and not breastfeeding.
Yeah, I could say also, of course, another plus is just as far as saving money wise.
Um,
Yeah, as far as yeah, you not having to buy as much formula or
well, I
yeah,
mean, to be honest, when I was getting formula, they have these government programs. So,
yeah.
so I was on WIC. I don't,
Okay, yeah,
I,
that
I,
is
I
true.
can't say that I never bought any formula because I did. They don't usually give you enough. So
Hmm.
I have bought formula, but no, the as far as breastfeeding, it is very convenient. First of all, I didn't have to get up and go heat up a
A
bottle.
bottle,
So,
yeah.
that's a very good benefit to it.
Yeah, and I know another thing as time went on, all this technology and stuff has been made. So like even when we had my nephew come into this world, they have this machine that makes bottles, and I'm like, oh my god, that was a game changer. As far
Yeah.
as, even though like they just kept it in the room and they didn't even well,
Because
they
it
still got
warmed up
better.
because it won't well that's where you want
Yeah.
it because as soon as he wake up in the middle of the night,
Yeah,
pop
it's
that
just
bottle in
that's
there,
it. It's
it
just
make
such a game changer.
it mixed the milk, the water, it was already
Yes,
warmed up for
warm
you
and
and
they
everything.
heat it up.
If
It's
I
like
had
making
one of
coffee.
those,
It's just
yeah,
like making coffee. I'm
real
like, this is like a
instant.
coffee
Yes,
machine.
it. Oh my goodness, I love
But
that machine
yeah,
because I used it too.
and
Beautiful machine.
yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. And like you was about to say, as far as if you had that,
What?
oh my god, game
Yes.
changer.
I
I'm
mean,
like,
what
wait,
was
we
the
got.
name of that? I can't remember the
I
name of the
don't.
machine, but it's a
I
beautiful
don't
thing.
remember.
New mothers, make sure you get it.
Yeah,
Okay.
cause
Matter of
that
fact, what I'm gonna do is we're gonna look it up. I'm gonna give it to Tamia. She gonna put it in the
in
what's the
description.
there you go.
Yeah, because definitely, as far as anything we got, as far as for my nephew, like gift wise, or even just having, as far as him growing as a baby, oh my God, that was just the number one thing. That would be always at the top of the list. I would never forget having that machine because that, even as far as not knowing how to make bottles, and you don't even have to learn.
Press a button, it do the
It was
ounces and
worth
everything.
every
Yes.
penny that I did not spend. All right, my next question is what challenges did you face as a mother besides
Huh.
making bottles? You have to get up for that.
Okay, so as a mother overall, all the way up until now, because
Yeah, because of course you're
um,
still a mother, but I'll say more so as far as us being children or
okay,
like,
okay,
yeah,
younger
younger
adolescents.
us.
Okay, I would say because I mean it even applies now, just
Hmm.
dealing with all of your different personalities.
Yeah.
Because some of y'all are more sensitive than others. Then you have one that
It's more tough in a way. Too
yeah,
tough?
yeah,
Yeah.
real tough and independent, even at a younger age. Like, I can do
Yeah.
it, mommy, I can do it. And I'm like, no, you can't. You're only 5. Or I believe it was even before that he was saying that. But anywho, um, that was that's like I said to this day, that's a very that's a challenge that I dealt with then and still continue to deal with all of y'all with.
Mhm.
Um, being able to actually be there for all of y'all equally. That's
Mhm.
very hard because
Yeah.
it's 5 of y'all.
And also
Um,
as far as our different ages as well, I feel like that also played into part as far as even some mothers talk about as far as the age gap, having to do stuff for older kids, but also include the little kids into it and just make it all inclusive to everybody. As far as just keeping everybody in the loop in certain things that everybody would enjoy. And that also goes along with personality wise, as far as some people like
well,
this, like cars. The boys like cars, but I didn't like cars
oh
because,
yeah, well that
yeah.
part, was able to finagle because first of all, you're a girl, period.
Hmm.
So regardless of your age, you're a girl. So it was certain things that, yeah, like you said, I would do for you that I'm not doing for the boys and vice versa. I remember one time where we was videotaping and I laugh at this video every time I watch it. But I always taught you you're a princess, know your worth and everything. But we was videotaping and you was doing a dance, like twirling around, like I'm a princess, I'm a princess. And Jeremiah came along, because he's younger than you, and he's trying to turn around like a princess. And I'm like, no, baby, you're not a princess. You're a prince. Like, and then he just got upset and started crying. And I'm like, no. So
Yeah, and that's what I mean, as far as the age gap wise, as far as it will always be the older my older brothers, they were more together. They were, and it was easier as that as far as they're all boys. But with me and Jeremiah, we was the younger two, so we
But
always
y'all were
held on to
close
each.
to each
Yeah,
other,
so we
so
was hold on to each
he
other.
always
So
wanted to
he,
do stuff that you did.
yeah,
I'm like, nah,
yeah, and that's
you're
what
not
I'm
gonna do that. You're
saying.
not doing that.
As far as yeah,
Yeah.
that's that difficulty. And then besides me, it was also our cousin, which was 1 year older than me, and that was she was also a girl. So it's just like,
Yeah.
yeah. And
It's
that's why the
funny.
boys would always be like, "Come on, come on." But also as far as going on with that, like, have you learned any lessons as far as being a mother, like from the challenges that you experience?
Number one thing that I learned is patience. Because
Yeah.
trust you me, I did not have any patience before I had the children. I mean, I'm not saying I'm the most patient person now, but I have a lot more than I had when I was
Yeah.
younger before I even had the kids. That is the number one thing. Patience and sacrifice. I sacrifice
Yes.
sleep. I sacrifice to this day. I sacrifice
Money.
food, money. Like, but no, I mean,
But
money comes
yes.
and goes, right? I mean,
Yes.
like, sacrifice is something because, like I said, even to this day, anytime I put out something, everybody's like, "Oh, Mom, can I have some?" I'm like, "I only got three."
And
Well,
to
we
be
all
honest,
want it.
that's not even just a mother thing. That's just all.
But no, I'm just saying. But I feel like I need to
Yeah,
give it
yeah.
to y'all
Like
because I'm
I'll
the
be
mama
getting
or
it.
whatever. But
But
yeah, but
yeah,
those are the main things: patience and sacrifice.
and I feel like even with me working with kids, I also had to learn that in a
What
way,
patience?
patience for sure,
Mm-hmm.
for
Mm-hmm.
sure. And I have, I'm not gonna say I have
Excuse me.
like ultimate level of patience,
Mm-hmm.
just like how you said. I, because I couldn't even say I don't have patience. I just was forced to have patience because at the end of the day, those kids are not mine. And kids, you have to have patience for because they're still learning, they're still growing, so they don't fully understand or comprehend as much as people my age or even adults and stuff like that. So I'm like, I had to have patience in a way because they trying to understand, but they can't.
They still learning.
They're
They
still
still learning.
learning, and I was like, I just wasn't ready for that, and I was just
Mm.
like, oh. And even though I don't have it, I had to force myself to be uncomfortable in that way. As far as I had to have patience, whether I had to walk out the room and reset myself because I was losing patience,
Mm.
or even just toughen out and
Excuse me.
just. And I feel like that's as far as being a new mother.
Mm.
That's what's gonna go. That's what every new mother goes through as far as learn to have those patience.
Mm.
Um, but next question I do have for you is what accomplishments you achieved as a mother?
Raising y'all to be the best that you can be, and seeing all the accomplishments that y'all have made. Um, that makes me very proud. So,
Yeah. One accomplishment I do want to bring up
mm-hmm.
is as far as you going to college, as far not just you going to college, but you also going to work as well as still being a mother on top of that. I feel like that was a really big accomplishment you made as a mother as well, because that's not easy to do, especially raising all of us. Even though my older brothers was more so like old enough to take care, like help take care of us as well, it's still a big thing as far as you still was there for us, still going grocery shopping, still doing all the maintenance, make sure the house was clean, make sure we was fed, still checking up on us, still getting us up in the morning, bright and early, smile on your face, being real cheerful, even though we wanted to go back to sleep. But I would say that's the biggest accomplishment you had. And not only did you graduate, but you graduated with
I
honors.
did. I did. Thank you. Yes, I
So
did.
I think that's a really big accomplishment that not many could say they have done.
Oh, thank you, thank you.
Because I've seen even some done it before having kids, some done it even after all their kids has grown up and they didn't have to like as far as take care of them as much as far as younger. But you did it while taking care of us. I feel like that's a big accomplishment that not many people can say.
Yeah, that was tough. I had to say during those times it was tough.
Of
It was.
course.
Sometimes I didn't even sleep.
Of course.
Getting
I
off of work,
believe
taking it out
you.
of school, and then going to school myself.
Yes,
So
yes.
yeah,
And
it
then
was.
not only that, you did in person classes.
Oh yeah, because if I'd have did online, I wouldn't.
You
You
did
know,
in person classes.
no,
Me, I'm doing online
no, I had to go in. I
while
had to
working
go.
for a time, and I'm still struggling.
Yeah.
So yes, I definitely give you props. Definitely give you props for that. Um, the last question I have for you today is: if you could go back in time and change anything during your motherhood, what would you change and why?
That is a interesting. That's a good, interesting question, and I'm trying to think what would I have changed. Probably just went to school earlier. Like instead of waiting till it was all five of y'all to go to school, I probably should have. I would have. Excuse me. Would have continued with going to college.
As far as after high school,
Yeah.
continue school.
Yes.
Yeah, even though with me, as far as
I would
I
have changed that.
really
That's the
want to take
only
a
thing.
break so bad. Even though with me, I would love to take a break so bad, but I'm like, no, let's get it all done in one go.
Yeah.
And I feel like, yeah, that's a good choice as far as,
Yeah.
yeah, no breaks in between, because then you don't want to go
Let
back.
me tell you something. When I went back to school, when I went to college, after all y'all was here, and I went back. You know how you take how it goes when you do the
General,
semester.
no.
When you do your semesters, right? And then in the summertime you stop and you go back. I didn't want to do that. Like how you just said, I just went straight through. So I was able to actually graduate. Plus I had credits transferred over from when I went to school before. So I actually finished. I got my associates within, was it 1 year? I think within a year instead of going for 2 or 3 years.
Not
Like
even, would it have been like half a year?
it was, when did I? No, it was. I think
Was
it
it
was
full
a year. It
year?
was straight through. It was straight through
Okay.
because I started in April. Excuse me. I started in April and went straight through. I didn't break in the summer because I started with the spring session, but I did the summer. Um, I didn't stop. You know what I mean? I didn't.
Yeah, I know
I
what you
didn't take
mean.
a summer break. I
Yeah,
was like,
no
no,
summer.
no. I went
You
straight
still
through.
took a winter break though, right? Or no, you went straight through. Because
No.
I know they also have winter sessions as well.
Yeah, I
So yeah,
did.
you
I
went
went
straight
straight through. I
through.
did not
Okay.
take no. Only
Yeah.
winter break I had was Christmas break. Like there was
As
no.
far as
Yeah, that's it. But no. Yeah,
holidays.
that's it.
But yeah,
Okay.
whew. Yeah, no, I
But
don't
yeah,
want
that's the
it.
only thing, honestly, that I would change because I really thought about stuff, and I was like, Dad, I should have had my kids later, and then I said, no, I shouldn't have. No, no regrets. I'm glad they were
And
born when they were supposed to be born. I had them when I was supposed to be had them, and yeah, all is well.
all right, so to end the discussion off, do you have any questions you want to ask me as far as motherhood or
Do you
anything?
plan on having any children?
Um,
Still up in the air.
yeah, with me, it's more so up in the air. I feel like right now in the relationship I am more lenient to have kids because I feel like this one could be a good father, but it's still up in the air
No
as
rush.
far as yeah, definitely there's no rush. And the year not the year, the relationship only lasted a year, so it's like we still have more
Of
to
course.
know about each other,
I'm
more to
not
learn,
even.
more to develop.
Mm,
But as far as
But in
just
general,
but
not
yeah, as far as
specifically
just
with this person, but in
in
general.
general, as far as I'm just saying with past relationships I had, I never wanted kids. I always was set on saying, I don't want kids. I don't want kids. Especially since I literally watched my nephews and my niece grow, mainly more so my first nephew.
Mhm.
I was like, just raising him, seeing how much maintenance it was, seeing how much it could be, the just getting a little taste of the responsibility of it.
Up close and
Yeah, up
personal.
close and
Mhm.
personal.
Mhm.
Even though I was still a kid myself and still going to school, because this was during the pandemic, so
We're talking about
I
a good
was
5 years ago.
yeah, so I
Yeah.
was literally in class with him, still holding on to him and changing his pamper. And I'd be like, everybody coming up to the camera, like, I want to see the baby. I want to see the baby. But it was just got me into that mindset as far as, do I really want to have a kid? Do I really want to go to this hardship, this maintenance, this all that? But now that I have this kid, I mean, not that I have a kid, no. Now that I have this partner, he made me more lenient to thinking about maybe having a kid isn't so bad.
Mm.
As long as I know I got the support with me to deal with, to help maintain and have someone to at least lean on.
Mm.
Besides, it's different when you have family, other family members to lean on,
Mhm.
compared to having your partner to
Well,
lean on
I'm
with
gonna
raising a
say
kid.
this. I'm gonna say this. And I tell any mother or soon to be mother or anyone thinking of being a mother, and this is just to keep in the back of your head. If you decide at any given time that you want to have a child, make sure it's a decision that you make
Mm-hmm.
on your own,
Mm-hmm.
and
Of course.
and make sure that decision is because this is what you want, whether that person is there or not, because life happens.
Yes.
So if that person decides to leave today or tomorrow, or God forbid something happens,
Yeah.
that person's not there, I don't want you to think, oh, I can't do this
Yeah.
now. You know what I
No.
mean?
Of
Like,
course.
so that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Like, don't base it on, I understand what you're saying. Like, he
Mm-hmm.
opened your eyes
Yes.
to, okay, I might be able to have it. I'm willing
Yes.
to have it because I got this man that, he's strong. He's very, his mindset is
Supportive
good
and
and support,
all that
all that
stuff.
stuff or whatever.
Yeah.
But and let me tell you, another thing is people change.
Yes.
So he may be this way now, and then when the baby comes, he'd be like, "Oh no, I ain't doing with that. I'm not doing it." You like, what the hell?
Yeah.
What So like I said, that's something that you just
Have
anybody
to
who
think of your
decides to have a
own.
baby, a woman, a man, or what, make sure that's a decision that you're willing to deal
Do
with.
it yourself.
Yeah, forever.
Yeah, and that's another thing, because of course, like I also have to think about that, and not only me myself have to think about it, but as well as him also telling me and reminding me like this is your body, and you have to remember that as far as if you're willing to put up with it, that you're willing to put up with it as far as because again he's the type of person as far as he don't want to force nothing upon me.
Mhm.
He's willing to do it as long as I'm willing to do it, which is why I'm like, dang, you don't get that every day as far as like men being pro-choice.
Oh.
So it was more that was what was more so eye-opening to me because I don't meet a lot of guys like that, and it was just as far as that made me open my eyes as far as just to myself. I'm like, wait, why did I think of that? Like, this is my body. This is my choice. So it definitely made me realize. I'm like, okay, do I want to put up with that? Do I want to go through the
Well,
9 months of carrying the
I'm a,
hours of labor, or maybe it won't be hours of labor, but as well as
I was about to say, you
that's
don't
just the
know what
beginning.
your
And then,
labor will be.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it all just depends. And I'm like, okay, it's not even like, do I, as far as just thinking about what could be, it's more so I feel like it's just like, are you willing to jump into that risk? Because you just don't know.
It's definitely a decision you don't take lightly.
Yeah.
Like,
So
because
that's another life. And I wouldn't want to
Yeah, and you don't
mess up that life. And I know a lot of
there's
kids will
no
be like this.
perfect, there's
Yeah, I
no
know.
perfect
I know.
parents. Okay?
Yeah.
There's no perfect parent. We made mistakes. Let me tell you, you even learn from your children.
Yes. I
So
learned from even being a after school teacher for
I'm
these
just
kids, and
saying,
I'm
there's
just like,
things that you will
whoa.
learn constantly.
Yeah.
So
So yeah, I definitely pretty young, so I still got a lot to
yeah,
know, a lot to grow.
exactly.
So yeah, definitely seeing all that. But as far as now, I'm just like maybe, and
Okay.
I went from no to maybe.
Okay.
So yeah, just a maybe. If it happens, it happens. So that's the type of flow I'm in right now.
All right. Well,
Any other questions?
um, not.
I was expecting that one though.
Huh?
I was expecting that
Oh,
one.
okay. Yeah. Well,
But
no, you know what? No,
it doesn't have to be
but
motherhood questions. So
okay,
let's
but
say if
no,
you have a
I do have a question though. You are now 21. Look, as my daughter,
Mhm.
overall, as you think that in your eyes, I did pretty well with raising.
Yes. It's funny because I think I got asked this probably recently, I feel like I got asked this recently.
Mm.
As far as, do you think that your mother has done a pretty good job as far as raising you and not even just raising me, but raising my siblings as well? More so me because
You can only
I
speak
can only
for
speak for
yourself. Mhm.
myself. But as far as anything, I feel like yeah, you did a pretty really good job raising me. I feel like the only downfalls I did have it was because of my own decisions. Of course, because I am my own. I could only control myself. You can't really control me. But it's just as far as you always guided me on the right path. You always taught me right from wrong and try to keep me on track. Not just me, but my siblings as well. And I feel like the only bad apples we've been taking bites into is because of us and not because of what you taught us or you giving us like wrong advice or anything. So like even my bad habits when I was little, as far as these crazy behind tantrums, like you always try to keep me in the right set of mind, and no matter how much you try to get me on the right side of mind, sometimes there's oh so much a mother could do, oh so much that you can do. It's more so I gotta take those steps, or as far as it has to be someone that's not family, which yeah, it's the case as far as even though I feel so comfortable talking to you,
Mhm.
it's different when I'm talking to a teacher or talking to a friend or
Mhm.
talking to
Of course.
just anybody. So I feel like that's what was happening as far as me being older and realizing it's not just my mother that's having me on trying to put me on the right path, or I only have my mother to go to. I have other people that wants to see success in me as well. So I'm like that also helped guide me on the right path as well. I'm like, okay, everybody wants to see me succeed. I'm not bad. I'm not a bad kid. But which no one told me I was a bad kid. It was just a more like mindset type of thing as far as I just want what I want and you gotta give it to me now. But yeah, I feel like just you're a good mother.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
All
Okay.
right. And before we close out this video, any advice or tips you want to give to future mothers or soon to be mothers or current mothers?
Listen to your children. Listen to your children. No, I mean, well, for mothers that have children now, or even like future mothers, just talk to your children. Talk to your children. Talk to them. Find out what's going on with them every day. Just like I said, just talk to your children. Have
And be
patience.
there.
Listen to them. Be there. Yeah, absolutely. But talk to your children.
And I'm not even
Sure.
just talking about like physically be there, as far as
No, talk
even
to
when
your
you're not
children.
physically there, call them, text
Oh
them,
yeah.
check in.
Oh yeah. You
Cause
know I
that
do
that
that with
even
y'all.
yeah, cause that's also counts as being there. Cause even though you're not, you can't even. Cause sometimes there would be the case where you can't physically be with your kid. Cause
Mhm.
even when I was all the way off in college,
Mhm.
you were still there in the way, as far as either I'm calling you or you're calling me, making
But
sure
that's
we're
what I mean.
good
That
as
that
far as
that
yeah,
that
that
open line of
relationship
communication
issue.
so that your child feel comfortable talking to you, coming to you
Mm-hmm.
about different things,
Yeah.
you know. So like I said, talk to your children.
Right. Well, thanks for tuning in to this week's episode. If you like this video, definitely like and subscribe and share and comment down below what you think about motherhood. Thanks for tuning in and see you next week.
Bye
Bye.
bye.